Hello guys and girls, it's Lurgs here. If you find any of my videos useful, please subscribe to my channel. And today, how to change the iTunes backup location in Windows 10. Now I find this really annoying because on my computer I've got two drives. I've got a super fast SSD drive and I've got a normal hard drive. Et voila, so my C drive is my super fast SSD drive. Obviously that fills up very quickly. So when I plug my iPhone into iTunes, it tries to auto backup and the C drive just fills up instantly and then iTunes just crashes. So what I want to do, I want to back up my iPhone to the D drive, which has got zillions and zillions of space. And this is how we go about this process. So just follow along with me. So in File Explorer, you need to go to this folder. I'll put this in the description. Obviously yours won't be Lurgs, it'll be whatever your username is. And there is a folder in there called Backup, which is where all your iPhone backup files will go. So go to your D drive in the root folder and create a new folder called Mobile Sync with a capital M and a capital S. It's very important you get it exactly right. Now if we go back to your C drive where your iTunes backup is, and on this backup folder right click on your mouse and then select Cut. And then go to the new folder you've created, Mobile Sync, and do paste. On mine it's super quick because I haven't got much in there, but yours might take anything up to 5 minutes. Now go to a command prompt in Windows, so just type CMD in the search bar and press enter. Brings you up a command prompt. And now you need to enter this text. Again, I'll put this in the description, so just copy this text from my description. And in the command prompt, press Ctrl and V, which is the paste prompt, and paste that command in. Now that will actually say that that has worked. And what that is doing is that's putting a redirect on that iTunes backup folder to then go to the new folder that we've just created. So as you can see on that backup folder, it's now got a small redirect arrow on it, which is saying that it's now being redirected. So now let's start iTunes. My phone is already plugged in. So let's just select my phone here. And as you can see, iTunes says back up to this computer. You cannot turn that off. So now if we start the sync, now what it's going to try and do now is it's going to try and back up. As I said before we did this process, it would have just filled up my C drive and then crashed. So now hopefully with that folder that we've just created, that iTunes backing up will now go to the new folder on the D drive. I'm going to speed this process up on the video. This can take quite a long time. So as this is backing up, let's just check what is happening. So in the D drive Mobile Sync backup folder, we can see that things are starting to happen. See, we've got lots of space on my D drive. So if we open up that folder, we can see it's now starting to fill up with all the backups that it's creating. So let's go back to iTunes. And I'll just speed this up for the purpose of the video. So we're backing up, we're backing up, we're backing up. I've got a 64 gig iPhone, so there's a lot of stuff on there. So let's go back to the backup folder, look at the properties. Yes, you can see, look, it's filling up with all the backup, which is absolutely exactly what we wanted. So that's looking good. Let's go back to the C drive, which is my SSD drive, and that is exactly the same. That is not filling up, so that is great news. So back to iTunes again, the backup's almost finished. Look at the properties and look at that. It's backed up to the D drive, exactly what we wanted to accomplish. Let's just check the C drive again. That is exactly the same. Brilliant, that's exactly what we wanted. So now it's backed up to the D drive and now I'm just syncing my music, which is absolutely brilliant. As I said before, that was just crashing. So that is the end, and please subscribe if you can, because obviously with the new the new YouTube rules, it's really hard to keep a channel running. So really do appreciate that, guys and girls. Thanks for watching.